Hey, welcome back. This is Justin. We're just going to get right into it today. The Family Traveler, our Jeep CRD with the 2.8 liter common rail diesel engine, is leaking oil out this turbo hose, I believe. You can see where it's rubbed on. It's rubbed on this spot right here, and there's other spots as well. You can see it's kind of tore up. There is oil all over the place on this thing and up on the hood. I'll show you that right here, hopefully. But you can just see there's oil everywhere. So let's take this turbo hose off. We're going to take a look at it and we're going to replace it if it's indeed where it's leaking. I'm not sure when this was put on there, but nice try, but it just doesn't work. It just causes more problems rubbing on the hose than anything else. So let's take this off. 2 zip ties. This little piece of tubing, I don't know if that's on there from factory. Could be, but I doubt it. You can just see there's, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the air box looks nice and shined up. It's because of the oil. There's oil all over down here by this connection. And that's the only thing I could think of is where it must be coming out, unless there's a crack here in the plastic on the radiator, but I would put my money on this hose. For this hose clamp, we've got an 8. That's nice and loosened up. I just topped this off the other day with oil because it wasn't even on the dipstick, and it's already down to minimum just after driving it short distance for a couple days. Try not to make too much of a mess. Oofda. It's all tore up right down here. I suppose that's from the hose clamp more than anything else. Trying to see if I can find any tears. And let's see, can we? Right here maybe. We'll have to clean it up and see what we find. So let's go ahead and take the back side off now. Looks like we just got another 8 over there on the hose clamp. Not a lot of room in here, but I don't feel like taking the reservoir off. We'll be able to get it. Sorry if you can't see it. Not getting much turnage on that. That might be enough right there. Let's see if we can pull this off. Not yet. Try to sneak our little socket in here. Go with the standard 8. Just a little tiny turning. It's turning though. How about we speed this up for you guys? Alright, there we go. It's off. Take a look at our hose clamp here. So, the end of this hose is not in good shape. We're going to take this netting off, this protective layer. This has got plenty of wear in it. There's a big gaping hole right there. Hopefully you can see that. So, if this is not leaking in any place, I would be surprised. Let's get it wiped down. Well, I tried to get it wiped down good for you guys to see. If you look at these online, you can definitely tell which side is which. The right side coming off the EGR valve, and then you've got your front passenger side hose, and they have significant shape differences. So there's a big chunk out of it right here, but it's not leaking there. The end is a little bit in tough shape. There's nicks all over this, but as you can see, I'll show you, it comes right down here, and it was leaking right around here. There was just a big pool of, not a big pool, but a bunch of oil down there. And we were losing quite a bit. And you can see there's two big cracks right here. And I'm not able to see the camera, but I hope you guys can see that crack. And then here's another one right there. So certainly as that turbo spun up, I'm sure there was more pressure, and that's where it was coming out. So we're gonna get this replaced. I'm gonna put a link down for one of the hoses that I'm gonna order in. It's coming from Netherlands actually, but even though it's out of the country, it's expedited shipping. So it says it'll be here in about 8 days. I happen to have one of these hoses on hand from another Jeep CRD. So I'm gonna grab that one off of that CRD. We're gonna install it as long as the hose looks good. And then we're gonna order in the one I'm gonna link below, and make sure we have that for the other Jeep, because we're going to work on that one here soon. We're back with our new hose. I don't know if this is a part number, but it probably is. You just make that out. Anyways, I'll still post a link in the description, but as you can see, old versus still old, but this one's in good shape. So we're gonna go ahead and put our new hose on, out with the old. Let's get that done. Since we're here, I'm just gonna clean up these hose clamps. Diesels are generally dirty anyway, so it's not gonna make much of a difference, but might as well clean it while you can. All right, one pointer I'm learning right now, put the hose clamp around the hose before you go down on it. Otherwise it's going to give you fits. That's much easier. I know you can't see very well, but I'm just holding the clamp on the back side, getting this little 1/4 inch extension in there. And we're just tightening it down. Should be okay. Not a whole lot of room in here. Some of these hoses are pretty expensive, so hopefully the one I'm linking isn't going to be a bad one. I won't know until I go to put it on the other CRD, which will be a little while. That one's got a head gasket issue or something big going on. I'm not over tightening this, I'm just going until it snugs up. That should do it for that side. Let's go ahead and get this other side on. I'm going to go ahead and put this little sleeve on here just to give the hose a little bit of extra protection. This was on the other hose. Just slips over. There we go, and we'll make sure that our hose clamp sits on that. Coming on. Not forget about our hose clamp here. Go. And it slips right on. I gotta do the hose clamp in the other orientation, I guess. Flip it around. And there we go, that's where it's gonna sit right there. Let's go ahead and get this on. One thing to be aware of is when I took this off the other vehicle, just in case you guys are having to replace your hose and you got to take it off. This one was really oily, so actually just slipped right off. But if it's dry, go ahead and use a can of WD-40. Just give it a few squirts. Lift it up just a little bit, a few squirts in, and it'll come right off. Getting tight already. And that should do that. All right, so we're going to clean everything up. Got oil on the hood underneath. We're going to clean that up. That'll be a good indicator whether or not we still got a problem. I think that there's oil that's dripped down in that might be flicking up a little bit as we drive down the road still, some just residual, but we're going to top the oil off. Actually, I have to run into town and get it. We're on the minimum line right now, so we'll have enough to get to town, of course, and then we'll see if we lose oil still. You want to make sure you button up stuff like this. This hose clamp is definitely going to rub on that, so we don't want that. I am going to figure out where to put this, and as you can see, we've no longer got any touching going on here. I'm not sure why the other one was touching. I suppose it was put on in the orientation where it, you know, twisted this way, so it was rubbing against that. But we are good. Wide open space there. All right, we should be good. I just decided to run it up and above. Just got a little tie right here. We'll watch that for wear, but I don't think it's going to wear. Shouldn't be too much vibration right there. So that's it. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Kind of a quick video, but I think those are kind of the best kinds sometimes. Everybody have a good day. If you feel like subscribing, subscribe to support our channel. We're just thankful that you're hanging out and you find this beneficial in one way or entertaining in the other. So thanks a lot, everybody. Have a good day. I'll go ahead and give it a start up here and we'll make sure everything's good to go.